Oh, so yes, our first actual game of Twilight 2000. You guys made up your characters last time. We have three military personnel, one Canadian, one Russian, one Polish, and then an American draftee.
That's me.
So just to kind of set the stage a little, you guys, the war's been going on at this point for 3 years. Supply lines broke about a year and a half ago. So everything has been very, very hard to come by. Food, ammunition, fresh change of socks, everything has been hard to come by. It's been it's been a shit show from day one practically. You guys were. I'll pull up the little map of Poland here. So you guys were in the city of Lotz. Apparently, my foundry is super slow today. All right. Um, Soviet forces pushed you back to the city of Kalisz. Um, Other than that, it's morale has been gradually declining uh, at a pretty steady rate. People have been deserting. People have been dying from hypothermia and starvation, and on top of the near constant artillery barrages that have been hammering you guys.
Oh, so the war's still going, is it?
The war is still going ish.
So people are still fighting, at the very least.
People are still fighting.
But a bomb was dropped.
Several bombs have dropped.
Okay.
There are nukes everywhere. Well, not everywhere, but you guys have seen mushroom clouds on the horizon. You probably personally know people that were at ground zero during a tactical nuclear strike.
Grand.
You guys were, the two of you at the very least, were part of the 5th Infantry Mechanized Division. Supplies were not what they promised. You guys were supposed to get, like everybody was supposed to get 3 days worth of combat supplies, with notice that additional supplies are being held at corporate headquarters in Warsaw, which will be distributed as needed. That as needed never happened. Um, there was a big push, something that was called Operation Reset, which was supposed to basically kind of reset NATO footing in the war effort. Unfortunately, the enemy strength was way higher than expected. Intelligence was that they were expecting a reduction in Soviet unit capabilities. For whatever reason, the intelligence was faulty. And basically, it was like a 12 to 24-hour fighting withdrawal from Lotz to Kalisz. Everybody has kind of set up in Kalisz. The Soviets are like pounding the city with artillery. Shit has hit the fan. Your unit is technically combat ineffective and incapable of field operations. You've both heard rumors coming down that command of 5th Infantry is debating surrender, or optionally to split the forces and continue to stage a fighting retreat. Supply vehicles that were set out to headquarters haven't returned. Most vehicles are just left abandoned. There's no fuel left in these suckers. And most of them have been running on alcohol instead of gasoline for the last while. For probably the last week, there's been no communication at all from headquarters or any other adjacent or friendly units. Communication within your division is sporadic, basically due to loss of command staff and batteries. Your unit current operational strength sits at around 10%.
Oof.
The last order that anybody heard was basically, good luck, you're on your own.
That's bad.
That's very bad.
And as soon as that kind of order, for lack of a better term, comes out, the already low morale amongst some of your fellow battalion members just shatters. People, they were at their wits' end before they realized that, they were being left to die. So as we pick up, you guys are in the city of Kalisz. It is April 2020. It's April. It definitely doesn't feel like spring. It is a like kind of a wet, slushy snow is falling. It's cold. People are huddled around whatever makeshift fires they can gather. People are down to the point where they're like, counting their bullets. You found a relatively secure location, someplace where the artillery doesn't seem to be falling. And one sec here. Both of you realize that you need to get out of this city. Like the Soviet armored is, on its way. The artillery's already in position. It's just a matter of time until this city is reduced to rubble, as they try to basically root out the remnants and the survivors. Unfortunately, there are a lot of Soviets in this city. Ground patrols, commandos, mortar teams, probably forward observers for the artillery that's outside of the city limits. And trying to navigate through the city on your own is probably going to be very, very difficult. Conveniently, though, Bradley, as low man on the totem pole, you do know that there is a Russian prisoner, a captain. You're not sure what unit he's with, but somebody who would have some knowledge of the Russian forces and how best to avoid them. Unfortunately, he's currently locked up in a kind of like a makeshift prison out of a converted school, kind of in the center of Kalisz near the river. You don't know how helpful he'll be, but you're going to guess he doesn't want to die. And that is where we will pick up with the two of you deciding what you would like to do.
All right. You pop us back over the map so we can take a look at what we're dealing with.
I do have a map of Kalisz, but it's very, very low res.
Oh, okay. Do you have a tactical? I thought we saw a tactical map when we loaded in.
I do have a tactical map, but it's not really for the prison per se.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
But since you've been on guard duty, you would know that essentially it's like a 2-story, a small like private school that's been converted into a jail. Upper floor is basically barracks, and then the bottom floor is kind of like the security office. They've converted like one room into a cell, and then there's like a little guard room. So it's not a terribly big place, and there's usually only 3 to 4 people on duty at any one time, maybe less now with the way everything's going.
People deserting, and you wake up with fewer people in the building than were there when you went to bed.
Exactly.
Oof. Well, I mean, no one's paying attention. We could probably just walk in there and get them out, right?
If we can wait until someone lower rank is on duty.
Whoever
Or
the
even-
guard is probably pretty low rank anyway.
Probably it's kind of a shit job.
Well, it's usually me, and well,
Shit job. I think waiting until nightfall would be best. If we wait until nightfall, if we can find something that'll float, we might be able to get downriver a bit.
we got to get out of the city before we could worry about anything else, right?
But this Russian guy should have intel.
I think it might be just as easy as the two of us going in and relieving the guards that are on duty right now, because they're probably looking for a way out. Might be the only 2 people in the building. We might be able to just walk in there and walk out.
That's true too.
I mean, worst comes to worst, they tell us to pound sand, and we just come back later.
Then I tell them to fuck off. Chris, how many other prisoners are there? How many folks in total are being guarded here?
As far as Bradley knows, it's just the one. He's basically considered a high priority prisoner,
Gotcha.
due to the fact that he's an officer. He's not enlisted.
Yeah, the other thing I'm worried about is someone's just going to shoot this guy, right?
Yeah, that's danger too. Somebody's gonna get pissed off and take matters into their own hands. After the message, I don't have a whole lot of faith in people taking orders. And the last order wasn't exactly inspirational.
Well, that's why we're having this conversation. Otherwise, I'd be on guard duty.
Well, I mean, if you're supposed to be on guard duty, by all means, go guard. I'll just walk in and we'll have ourselves a little chat.
Sure, nothing will go wrong.
Who knows? Maybe we'll be the ones to put a bullet in the sky.
Well, you play it how you want to play it. I'll just pretend I'm doing my job. How's that sound?
You've been pretending you've been doing your job since you got here. A little while longer shouldn't be too hard.
Yes, ma'am. All right, that's the play, Chris. We're gonna.
Fucking talk.
Bradley's gonna make his way over to. And see if he can. Help see what he can see. Basically, he's trying to take over for the shift that's there.
Perfect. So we will say, just because when we rolled character creation and everything, you guys do have a kind of like battered out old Jeep. It's got like half a tank of fuel in it, so you do have that at your disposal already.
Nice.
So you make your way to the schoolhouse / prison. And it's a pretty solid brick building. You can see, you know, some flickering lights coming from the windows. Obviously, they're running a generator or something, probably to keep things warm. And one of you can give me a recon roll.
I think I've got the better recon.
I think you have a better everything.
Oh yeah, right. You're a drafty, aren't you?
This is very much an Anita character.
Thanks. Great. Any modifiers?
+1 modifier, assuming Bradley's helping you.
I certainly will help.
All right. So as you do like a quick little reconnoiter around the building, says it set everything up so you can actually peek through the windows. You can see that there's one guy in there in like the little kind of break room.
Nice to see he's hard at work. Oh, my character sheet's covering up stuff.
You can see there's 2 guys kind of guarding the cell area.
Okay.
And then you can see the one Russian guy in the. It's a rather large cell. Like they would, if they had multiple people, they would like lock them all in this one room, but they don't have multiple people. So it seems like
Probably
there's
a classroom that got converted.
Yeah. So yeah, as you guys do a quick reconnoiter around, it seems like there's only the one guy in the break room and then the 2 guys on guard duty.
Who's the highest ranking person here?
Probably you.
Oh. Like in the building?
Uh-huh.
Jeez. These poor sods. Okay. Yeah. McPherson, just send them out here. Talk to me. I'm gonna send them on a little errand. We need supplies.
You want me to do what now?
Tell them I want them out front. I'm gonna send them on an errand, and you and I are gonna have a little chat with our guest.
All right. I will head inside, I guess. I'll open the door to where we saw this guy.
The guy kind of looks up from like, you know, the you know, it looks like he's found like some, you know, powdered oatmeal, but doesn't have any way to like really heat the water, so he's just gonna like downing it dry.
Oof.
Ah, Jesus. Gross.
Like, oh, I didn't think you were on duty, McPherson.
Please put that shit in some tea.
What's your rank, Anita?
I think I was a captain. Sergeant first class.
Sarge said she wants everybody out front. I'm gonna relieve the other 2.
Give me a persuasion roll.
Any modifiers?
You do get a +1.
Nope.
You could push it if you like.
No, I think the Sarge can make her case on her own. She has to.
I just like, no, it's. I mean, Sergeant's got something. I'm sure she can come in here, but I got to get ready to relieve O'Malley in the back there in like 5. So
Hey, I just passed on what I've been told.
yeah, I know.
Good luck.
Don't shoot the messenger, right?
I'll see you in the room. That's where I was told to be, so that's where I'm going to go.
All right. Are you here to relieve one of us? Please tell me you're here to relieve one of us.
I've been told to relieve all 3 of you, but I mean, if you want to argue,
Yeah, I'm gonna need clarification on that for sure.
your funeral. She's a cranky bitch today.
And today.
Give him a little wink and head on up.
All right, Anita, what are you up to?
I'm gonna give him like 5 minutes max. And then I'm gonna slam the front door open. And I'm going to yell the names of the 3 guys who were in here and say, "Where the fuck are you?"
From various parts kind of further back here, like, watching the prisoner, Sergeant.
Oh, hey, yeah, Sarge wants you. I'll keep an eye on this one. Sorry, boys.
So yeah, so the 3 of them come out.
Did McPherson not pass along my orders?
Sorry, our orders from above you in the command are to watch the prisoner, like our lives
You're-
depended on it.
Orders are good luck. We need supplies, or none of us are going to be guarding the prisoner because none of us are going to be here. You, what the fuck is around your mouth?
Oatmeal.
Is that? Why does it look all powdery?
Because water ran out yesterday.
Oh, fuck a duck. We need water, obviously, before you end up choking on it. Idiots. So, you 3, we need water, we need bullets, we need food. Because powdered oatmeal isn't going to keep everyone moving. The last thing we need is you inhaling that shit. We have what? A med kit? Maybe 2. If you see any of those, grab them. I don't care who you take them off of.
And you can give me a persuasion roll.
Do
Actually,
I
you can give me a command roll since you outrank them.
Oh, excellent, because I don't have anything in persuasion, but I do have a being command. Do I get any kind of a modifier? Is McPherson looking suitably cowed?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. He's not really helping you, though. I mean, he's a private. He's doing what privates do, right?
Okay.
You got a success. So the 3 of them all kind of like, they look kind of not sheepishly at one another, but more of a resigned, like, I want to go out in the fucking snow. There's like, yes, Sergeant. Okay, Sergeant.
Tea. If you find tea or coffee, you'll get out of guard duty for a night.
I haven't seen coffee for since before the snow started. Anyway, But
Yeah, well, I don't expect any of you actually get, a relief from guard duty, but hey, if wishes were horses, right?
yes, Sergeant. And they're gonna trudge off into the sleet, leaving you two alone.
Sweet.
It's not going to give us very much time, Serge.
Are there any chairs in here?
Yeah, there's a couple of like makeshift chairs and the like.
Terrific. I'm going to brace one of them under the doorknob
Okay.
and put the other ones in. Was there a window into the cell?
Yes.
Was it covered with bars or anything?
It's got like kind of that like wrought iron. It's not bars per se, but it's enough wrought iron to stop anybody from easily crawling through it.
Yeah, I'll just put a chair under the doorknob of the front door.
Okay.
I'll at least slow them down. None of them seem terribly enthused. So, go have a chat with this guy. Boy, doors and art are not getting along.
Okay. The door to the cell is locked.
Who has the key? What is banging? Sorry.
Probably one of the three guys that you sent out.
No, I meant. Sorry, I was sitting here hearing banging in the kitchen, not in the game.
So we don't have the key.
You do not have a key.
Any chance you could pick this lock?
I don't know what you've heard about my teenage years, but I'll give it a shot.
Okay. That is a tech roll.
Oh, God.
Is it a full door, or can I speak through the door?
Yeah, you can speak through the door.
Oh, hello, Bradley. Still trying to do as if it was a normal day and pretend everything's fine.
Everything's not fine. But you are my newest best friend.
Always been best friend, hey?
No, not a success.
You can push it if you like.
What's the downside of pushing again?
If you roll a 1, you're going to take some stress.
Oh, sure, I'll push it. This would be so
You want me to
bad.
give that a try first? You know?
A 2. So close. My dice are definitely onto me.
Did you lose your key?
Did I ask you any questions? No, didn't think so.
So yeah, there's a good like 5-6 minutes as Sergeant Wilson does what she can with a bobby pin on this door lock.
I'm lucky I found a bobby pin.
Military regulations, you have to have your hair up, right?
Oh, yeah, totally, because that's my big concern right now.
But you would have probably held on to a bobby pin.
I would have certainly tried, yes. I doubt that I'll have it for much longer.
You said, do you want me to give that a try?
Yeah. You. What's your name? She's looking in at the prisoner now.
Hey, I got it.
Hey, look at you.
Oh, you can call me Vladimir.
Vladimir. Of course. Of course your name's Vladimir. So, Vladimir, do you... Yes?
That's what you expect me to be named, so that's good.
Yeah.
So yeah, so another like 5 minutes or so, 6 minutes, and Bradley manages to pop the tumblers on this lock. So you guys have been the guys that you sent out have been gone about 10 minutes now.
They'd better be gone a lot longer. You, Vladimir. Do you know what's going to happen to you here?
Yes, nothing pleasant.
Nothing pleasant. Good.
I was
I'm glad you
hoping for
understand that.
vacation, but it's not gonna happen soon.
You were hoping for what?
I was hoping for a break from all this, but it's not gonna happen anytime soon.
We would all like a break from this, Vladimir. Do you know what's going to happen if you're just caught out wandering the streets alone?
Depending on who catch me, eh?
Hmm. See, right now, folks know we have you. Folks higher up, that is. Your folks know we have you. So if you're out wandering on your own, they're going to assume that we let you go because you told us everything. Or that you killed everybody and you're on your own and that you told us everything. Do you know where your best chance of survival is right now, Vladimir?
Vacation, eh?
Your best chance of survival right now is with me.
You've accepted that this war is going nowhere?
I think it's going nowhere. I think you're going to tell us how to get out of this city. Because if you don't, we're going to make it look like you've told us something, anything useful, that you've defected. And they're going to kill you, your own people.
Hey,
Although,
Sarge,
honestly, they're probably going to kill you anyway. What?
can I give it a try just for a sec?
Are they coming back yet?
I don't think so, but I've been watching Vlad for a month now, and we got a report. I think we can do this with a carrot more than a stick. I mean, it's your call, but
Bradley tells me that you're not half bad for a Russian.
Well, for what it's worth, for people from the other side, I'm trying to get away, trying to get out of all this. Must count for something.
Trying to get out of all what?
Gesture vaguely at the war.
keep an eye out there, Sarge.
Let's say higher command is, well, I kind of I lost faith. Let's say it like that. I need out. You want out. I want out. That's what we want. Yes. Out of all this. Out of this city.
Yeah, it is.
Look, my job is to raise this city down. I know how they're gonna do it. I just want out. I know where they're gonna start. I know where they're gonna finish. You want me to guide you out? I want to be escorted away from here. I don't want to be sold for ranks. If you want out of this, if you honestly want out of all this war, we can talk.
Nothing.
I assume if you were on official mission, you'd had the key.
Stay close. If you're not with me, you're with Bradley. All the time.
I'm
If I
your
see you,
prisoner.
if I
I'm your
see
prisoner. And if we run up on Soviet patrol, you're my prisoner. Keeps us alive.
we're on our own, and I see you running away from Bradley, McPherson, I'm shooting you in the back. We understand each other?
We have understanding.
As you guys are having this discussion, there is a very very loud explosion, and like some of like the tiles from the ceiling kind of fall. Whatever artillery was very close.
That's our cue to leave.
Took the words out of my mouth, Sarge. Let's go.
Any sign of the other three?
Nothing yet.
Excellent. Gonna grab my pack, everything I can find that's within arm's reach, which is pretty much what I'm starting the game with. And we're heading to the Jeep.
You guys will acquire your starting gear.
Yeah, we scavenge the place and then head for the Jeep.
Pretty much.
All right. We will transition over to the map of Kalisz. So it's not terribly high res just because it's a Google map that I grabbed, but each hex on the map represents 1 kilometer in a city.
We don't have visibility yet.
Yeah, it's all black.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm in the dark.
There we go. Ooh,
Oh shit! This is a big city.
yikes.
Kalisz is a fairly major city.
Brawling everywhere. That's a lot of farmland too.
All right. So you guys hop in your Jeep. And like I said, it is cold up for April. It's still hovering like right around the like -1 mark Celsius for anybody who's American who might be watching.
So New Brunswick then.
So yeah, it's like early March in New Brunswick as opposed to like April. So the winter has definitely been extended somewhat, likely due to the nuclear fallout. Alrighty, and can you guys actually click on the Jeep? You guys should be able to.
Yep.
Ah, yep.
So who is driving?
Probably Bradley.
I assume Bradley.
Because
Kind of the only thing I'm good at.
perfect. Because you can actually assign people to different positions in the vehicle on the vehicle sheet.
Oh, nice.
Nobody's technically exposed because you're not hanging on the outside of the Jeep yet. All right. What direction would you guys like to go in?
Look at Vlad.
Do I have an insight on a place that would be less guarded that we could slip through?
You would guess that the eastern side of Kalisz is the side that faces Lotz, and there's going to be a lot of Soviet forces there. Your guess would be to head either north or south, maybe west. North or south would probably be your best bet.
The east front is walking toward you, so we avoid east at all cost. We can either go north or south. but we really must avoid the east, and I can guide you in the finer detail when we get closer. But we need to go up to the north or down to south, depending on what you can cross on your force.
Do I have any information about where we have stronger forces, north or south,
Um,
or had stronger forces?
not really. Like the original plan was to fall back to Kalisz and regroup, so you don't really have any set strong points.
Gotcha. Regroup, and there ended up being like 5 of us, 4 of us.
Yeah. Well, there are others kind of scattered throughout the city. But once everybody started to realize that command has basically cut you loose, a lot of people are just like, "Fuck it, I'm out here."
Okay. Yeah, including us.
Yeah,
Right?
a lot of people are working in the assumption that a small group of like 2 or 3 or 4 stands a better chance of getting through the Soviet lines than a large force.
Yep. Kind of counting on it.
So, Sarge, I was looking at the map earlier. About 10 clicks to the south, there's a pretty dense woods. It's off the road. We got an ATV here. Might be able to hide out, get the lay of the land, try to grab some intel.
That sounds fine.
I mean, if Vlad thinks south is good, might as well head to some cover, right? No one's gonna drop a bomb or a mortar on the woods.
Hopefully not. Not on purpose.
We need to stay away from building.
Yeah, how's it look southwest? Do we have a map?
You do not have a map.
Oh, God. Okay. Do you remember what it looked like southwest? Trying to think back.
I think if we go directly south, I think the river goes down that way too.
If we go directly south, we're out of the city buildings faster. Seems to me it's stretched out a little to the southwest. South first, west later.
I'm just thinking we get some cover as soon as we can. I mean, if nothing else,
Yeah.
is firewood.
Yeah, that'd be nice too.
You'll probably need to find more alcohol for your jeep.
Yeah.
But
Well, we
get
can
out.
get 10 clicks anyway, right?
Let's get out of the city first.
Give me half a second here. My foundry seems to have like locked up on me.
No.
There we go.
Yeah, we can't figure out a long-term plan until we take care of the short-term problems, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna let you focus on some short-term problems. I'll see what I can remember about everything that had been planned.
I'm keeping my hands together on my knees in case somebody see me through the windows, so I look bound.
Okay.
I'm keeping my hand on a gun.
Keeping my hands on the wheel.
That's probably a good idea.
That's a good plan. All right. So I will need whoever is leading this expedition to give me a survival roll.
Survival is not my thing.
Am I the one leading since I'm guiding?
I'm pretty good at survival, I think. I got a C in it.
I got 2d10 in survival.
I've got a D10 and a D8. Sure, we're following Vlad's lead on this. At least to try to get us out of the city.
Do I
I
have?
told you I wasn't going to let them shoot you, Betty.
Always appreciated. I mean, you need out of this. This is going nowhere.
Well, rules are rules, even in war, right?
Yeah, but what rules are left?
Well, right now, not very many, but I mean, they've been talking about shooting you for a while, and Geneva Convention says we're not allowed to do that. So
Yep, lots of things are going out the window.
I used to be a cop. Rules matter.
I mean, I was hoping to be able to speak with someone about what I knew, but they were just talking about keeping me and shooting me.
Well, you can talk to me as much as you like. Just get us the fuck out of here.
Do I get a modifier on the survival rules since I have prior knowledge?
No, but you don't have any penalty.
You did, Chris.
Right, I think I'm gonna have to restart here because I'm like everything is locking up on me here.
Okay.
No problem.
We will chat.
I mean, yeah, everything is sluggish as hell here.
Just restart the machine.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. All right, for anybody that's watching, be back. Slight technical difficulties.